If you're new here, on this channel, you will find the latest BMW news, exclusive BMW reviews, BMW tips and tricks, podcasts, and BMW how-to guides. So if any of these interest you, give us a follow by hitting that subscription button and turn on the bell notification so that you don't miss any new videos that come out. So with the Climate, I wanted to show you some common mistakes that people do and some tips and tricks that will really help you out use this system, and you won't find it so cumbersome like other people do. So when you've got your screen on, of course, we're driving the car and we want to use some Climate. Whether you're in a specific screen or navigation or CarPlay, I see people clicking the fan, which disturbs the whole screen. And then they make their adjustments through here. And there's a lot of adjustments, like where to direct the air. So I can click one of these areas to direct the air for the top of the head, the feet area, or the windshield. I can also tell it the fan speed. I can then adjust the temperature. I can have it like automatically air circulate. There's just so many things to do, and I can see why people complain about it. Now, today I'm going to show you how to make it a lot easier for you. All you have to do is click auto. That's it. Just leave it on auto and synchronize if you're alone. If you have a passenger, they can adjust theirs. But basically what auto does, you can have the screen closed, and all you need to do is adjust the temperature, and then the system will work just like your home thermostat to maintain this temperature. And if you want to know if it's blowing warm air or cold air, right here it's going to be having this like blue animation. That's confirming that it's blowing cold air. And I'll show you by going up to a hot temperature. Yeah, it's about 20 inside the car right now. So you see this animation, boom, red, and I have it synchronized. So whatever I do on this side here, we'll do it on my passenger side. It actually does it on the rear too, if you've got the rear climate option, which this car does. How neat is that? Now, when we go into the Climate menu, let's go over all the buttons here. I'm just going to turn off the air for one moment. Now, actually, we need to have the air on. So let's go through all the options here. When you're in your Climate menu, you can click on Climate Control, and this is what you get. So this is pointless to me. Individual settings. This is where you can go to customize individual settings for the driver, front passenger, and the second row seats. So when we have the driver selected, we can choose the thermostatic air temperature, this is something that BMW has had in the past. It was that little blue and red dial. I know you know what I'm talking about here. It was something that nobody knew what it did, but I'm going to tell you what it does. Whatever temperature you set here, you can have it blow cooler air or warmer air from the top of the car to keep the driver more attentive for a long drive. So if it's blowing warm air throughout the cabin, I can have it blow cool air for the upper body. So you see it says temperature adjustment upper body. They kind of dumb-proofed it a little bit now. I still bet people don't know how to use that or what it does even. Some other individual settings is that when you automatically go to a temperature or even remotely start the car, you can have the heated seat turn on. You can have the level for high, medium, low, or very high. This car is equipped with the heated armrest and seat, so I love that. This is actually heated right here. This armrest is heated, as well as this area is heated. My steering wheel is heated, and my seats are heated. So also, you see, you can adjust the steering wheel heat and the cooling. So if your car is equipped, you can also adjust the cooling for the fan, for the seat fan. You can also anytime click this button right there to bring up the cooling, heating of the seat, and heated steering wheel options right there. So the front passenger and the driver both have their own upper body temperature adjustments. Love that, very cool. Of course, no steering wheel on the passenger side, but cooling seats, heating seats, armrest, very nice, love it. Seat heat distribution. Sorry, I totally skipped this. My apologies, guys. You can choose where do you want more heat on the seat. Do you want it more on the bottom area or more on the back area? So I like that. For people who find it too hot on their butt and they want it more heating on the back, you can absolutely adjust that. I believe we can do that for the driver as well. Sorry for skipping that. Seat heat distribution. Very cool. And also my second row seats, I literally have full control from here. So I've got rear climate control. I can give them control. Not only do I have the control, but I can give them control to adjust anything. You can activate with default settings, automatic climate, which I love. The fan is on low. The driver's side is this and passenger side is that. So you can also adjust those, which is phenomenal. Love it. Very cool. I'm curious if I adjust here, the driver's side, is it going to adjust this one? That's cool. That's cool. So I basically told the car I want the front to be synchronized. So when I click this, yeah, that's awesome. I love it. So I'm adjusting my temperature here. I'll just show you that I've made the driver 19. Oh, I guess it didn't. Okay, hold on 1 second. Let's go to synchronize. Let's go back to the individual settings. Yeah, so if you're in synchronize, it's adjusting everything. And I believe I was in synchronization before, and when I changed this one, it kicked me out of synchronization. Yes, I'm so clever. See, BMW makes things very intuitive that you just pick it up, you know, after a couple of times of trying it. So the moment you change the back temperature or the passenger temperature, it kicks you out of synchronization mode. So I can have my driver hotter, the passenger what they want, and the rear as they please. And if the kids are playing around with it too much, you can actually lock the rear climate, which is going to restrict them access from clicking anything. So they cannot adjust the temperature, they cannot adjust the fan, they can't do anything, they can't even do the heated seats. That's really cool. Love it. The other cool thing I wanted to show you was the preconditioning. So how to know if your car has the remote starter, you simply go to preconditioning and you choose remote starter. If there's no remote starter option here, your car is not equipped with the remote engine starter. You can check on your My BMW app for the connected drive services to see if that's something that you can purchase. But if it's not, unfortunately, your car is not equipped with it. So to remotely start the engine, you're going to triple click the lock button. The car just turned on, and you can also activate this from the My BMW app. Some other tips and tricks. You can switch between the auto by clicking auto or just by clicking this little human. And some important buttons like the front defrost, you have as a physical button right here, as well as the rear defrost. So that will always be there, and everything else is touchscreen. But we can also voice command things. So if we're busy driving and I don't want to touch literally nothing on the screen, including that, I can say, hey BMW, change my temperature to 24.
Okay, 24 degrees Celsius.
And if you see, it knew exactly which one to change. It knows that the driver is speaking and not the passenger. Some more voice commands that you can use are, hey BMW, turn on the cooling seat.
All right, I will activate the seat ventilation for the driver.
Hey BMW, turn off the air ventilation for the seat.
I will deactivate the seat ventilation for the driver.
And I just love how intuitive and free speech you can just give commands. Like, I didn't say the same thing twice, but it made that action for me. So that's really neat. Hey BMW, turn off the blower.
Okay, deactivated.
And now it turned off my air. That is awesome. Very cool. Another thing that is climate related, but not really for your temperature, but are for your drinks. If your car is equipped, usually X5s, X6, X7s, they have the heated cup holder and cooling cup holder. You just simply click that button and you're going to see the blue light with the blue light in there. So this is going to be nice and cool. So it'll keep your water cool or any type of juice or pop soda you have. And if you click the button again, it goes to red. So it's showing you that it's red. It'll keep your tea, coffee, cappuccino, it'll keep it all nice and warm. I'm curious if I can activate this by voice, because usually a textile button It can't activate by voice, but let's try. Hey BMW, turn off the heated cup holder.
Try again.
Yeah, you can't, but you can just push the button. So that was how to use your BMW Climate Control and some tips and tricks on things that I think you needed to know. And before I let you go, there's one more cool tip that I wanted to show you, is kind of to do with climate, but not inside of the car. It's climate outside of the car. I can ask my personal assistant to bring up the weather for the area that I'm at. Hey BMW, what's the weather?
Currently, it is cloudy in Vaughan with a temperature of -1 degree.
If you like this video and you want to see more cool BMW tips and tricks and how-to guides, make sure that you're following us, you hit that bell notification, and I'll catch you guys next time.